everyone, welcome back to today's video on CSS float. In this video, we will explore the float property in CSS, a versatile tool for controlling the alignment of CSS elements within their containers. Understanding float is essential for creating flexible and responsive layout. Let's start it by understanding what the CSS float property is all about. It allows elements to be taken out of the normal document flow and be positioned to the left to right within their containing element. So now let's see float left and right in action. So first of all create is div element and div class is left box, and copy this line and paste is right box. We have an HTML document with two boxes plotted left and right. Now is first property can have two primary value left and right element. Plotted left will stack horizontally from the left to right, while element plotted right will stack from right to left. So now create is plotting elements left and right. So left box is curly braces, plot is left and width is 100 pixel and height is 100 pixel and background color is blue and margin is margin right 20 pixel hash 07b and ff. It's perfect color. And now this code are copy and paste is right box and float is right with 100 pixel, height 100 pixel, margin right 20 pixel, and color is FF66 is 00. Now save this code and run. As you can see, the result is left color is blue and right color is red orange. So it's perfectly working. Now create is plot and responsive design. So now create is div from div and its class is box and its box 1. So copy this code and paste, just change is box 2 and box 3. So save this code. Now I am creating a responsive layout with float. So now create dot box and curly braces is float is left and width is 3 float point percentage and height is 200 pixel and background color is violet and box sizing is border box and padding is 10 pixel. And save this code. As you can see, run this code, and as you can see, the result is the boxes adapt to different screen size thanks to float and percentage based width. So that works on our exploration of CSS float. I hope you now have a solid understanding of how to use this property to control element alignment and create responsive design. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video on CSS opacity. In this tutorial, we'll explore the opacity property in CSS, which allow you to control the transparency of HTML element. Understanding opacity is essential for creating visual, stunning, and dynamic web design. So let's begin by the understanding the concept of CSS opacity. The opacity property defines the level of transparency of an element. It ranges from fully to completely transparent. So now I am create transparent image is the capacity property can take a value from 00 to 10. The lower the value, the more transparent. So first of all, I am create is image tag and a source is image folder and just image is lights.jpg. So save this code, and now I am create is CSS opacity is image curly braces and opacity is 0.5. So save this code and run. As you can see, the opacity image is printed. And now I am create is transparent hover effect in this image. So the opacity property is often used together with the hover selector to change the opacity or mouse over. So I'm now create is image and hover is, and second bracket is opacity is 1.0. So save this code and run. As you can see, the result is it's perfectly hover in this transparency. So in this tutorial, I am also create in this CSS block is similar to the code, and when the mouse pointer moves away from the image will be transparent again. So now I am in topic in this video discuss with transparent box. So I am simply discuss with now I am create is transparent box. Transparent box, the opacity property to add transparency to the background of an element. All of its child elements inherit the same transparency. So now let's create, first of all I am create is div element, and this is a opacity 1. So save this code, and now I am create is transparent box opacity. So div curly braces is opacity is 0.3. So save this code and run. As you can see the result, this is a opacity 1. It's a transparent box. So now I am using this transparency is RGBA color. An RGB color is value is specified. The RGB color, the alpha parameter is a number between 00 and 10 fully occur. You will learn more about RGB colors in this video. And like in this example above, use RGB color value. The following example, the opacity for the background color and not the text. So now I am create is RGB color. First of all, I am create div and background color is RGB, RGBA and red, green, alpha. So I am just save and copy and run this code. Not change, but RGB color not change it. So I am change this RGB color is opacity with the. So first of all I am create 7 and 76175 and 80 and 0.3. This line is green background with 30% opacity. So I'm just set color is brown. So save this code and run. As you can see, the opposite color, background color is green and this text color is brown. So now I am just create an example with opacity. It's to perfect and proper example of opacity HTML. So now create I am is just div and closing. Now in div class is background and now I am create is another div element is and in this div class is transbox box and now I am create is div class of transbox and div class under is paragraph tag is this is some text is placed in the transparent box. So save this code and I am create is style.css. So now first of all I am create is div dot background is curly braces and background image is URL and image folder is lemon.jpg and it's repeat And now I am create is border is 2 pixel solid and black color. Now I am create is div dot transbox. Box is margin is 30 pixel and background color is and border is 1 pixel solid black and opacity is 0.6. Now I am again create div dot transbox. Box is paragraph tag and its margin is 5% and font weight is bold and color is okay, and save this code and run. Okay, as you can see the result is printed. This box, this is some text is placed in the transparent box. So I am change in this image just is image and okay, save this code and run. Okay, this is again picture, previous picture is based, so not why. And in this code we are create a div element class background with a background image and border. Then we create another div class is transbox inside the first div, and the div class is transbox have a background color and border. The div is transparent, and inside the transparent is div we add some text inside a paragraph tag element. So in this video and in this code, that's are a verb on our exploration of CSS opacity. I hope you have a solid understanding of how to use these properties and technique to create well opacite and visually appealing web design and layout. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's video on creating CSS drop-downs. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to design and implement style drop-down menus using HTML and CSS. Drop-down menus are a common feature in web development, and by the end of this video, you will have the skill to create your own customized drop-down. Let's understand what drop-down menus are and where they are typically used. Drop-down menus provide a list of options that users can choose from. They are often used in navigation bar from or as a way to organize and group content. So now I am create is HTML of drop-down menu. So first of all, I'm create is div, and div class is drop down, and now I am create is button, and button class is drop btn, and its menu bar. So now I am create is another div element, and its div class is drop down content, and I'm create is anchor tag is hyperreference is hash, and its link 1, and copy this line and paste. So link 1, link 2, and link 3. So save this code, and now I am create a separate CSS file and applied style to our drop down. So first of all I am create is dot drop bt button, and curly braces, background color is green yellow, just green, and in this color is white, and padding is 16 pixel, and font size is 16 pixel, and border is none, and cursor is pointer. Now I am also create is dot drop down. So curly braces, and position is relative, and display is inline block. Now I am create is dot drop down content, and curly braces is display is none, and position is absolute, and background color is anti-white, and minimum width is 160 pixel, and box shadow is 0 pixel, 8 pixel, 16 pixel, 6 pixel, and RGBA color is 0 and 0 0, and it's 0, and alpha is 0.2. So, and in this code is Z index is 1. So now I am again create is drop content dot drop down content A, and curly braces is color is black, and padding is 12 pixel and 16 pixel. So text decoration is none and display is block. So now I am create is drop content a anchor hover is dot drop content a and hover is curly braces and background color is hash f1 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 and now I am also create a dot drop down hover and dot drop down and dot drop down its content and curly braces is display in block and now I am last in one create is drop down hover is drop button and curly braces is background color is green. So save this code and run. As you can see, the result is printed and we are set background color, adjust spacing and added some interactivity. So in this tutorial, that's a work on your tutorial on creating CSS drop-down menus. I hope you found this tutorial helpful in building your own drop-downs. Remember, drop-downs menus bar are not just functional. They are also an essential part of your website user's experience. And thank you for watching. Hi everyone and welcome back to today's another CSS tutorial. So today just we'll learn about the inline block display property. It's a powerful tool that combines the feature of both inline and the block level elements. Okay. So now let's get started and properly understand how it works. Okay. So first apply this example for the block versus inline block versus inline block. Okay. So today, first of all, here is just completely create the body tag inside the HTML tag. So first open this div tag and this inside is generic for the class. So first class name, this is a block and here again tag, this is a block div. And then here it just open again this div tag and generate the class name is a inline. Sorry, this is a inline and only just use first this inline. Again tag, this is an inline block. And then next open this another the div tag and this inside you generate the class name. Again tag the inline and again use this is a inline. So now is just open this another div tag and this inside generate for again the class name. This is a inline block and this inside again tag is for the inline block. Okay. So here is a perfect and you can see just copying this line of code and then paste for the next line. Okay, so you can see here the properly compare is a block, inline and the inline block. And now here also use this the CSS properties. So first open this style tag and you can hear the link is another. So now just open here the link and then type for is another external file. It is style.css and this inside is creating for this. So now I am using for the inline is CSS. So first of all, just going here, and first of all here including the block. So here apply this block and then type for the display is a block, and then set for the width is 100 pixel. Then also set for the background is a light blue. Then here is set for the margin of 5 pixel. Okay, so properly set is a block, and then now also set here is a inline. So just type this inline, and the same side type this display is inline, and then also set for the background. So using the background is a light green. So this is a light green, and then set the margin of again 5 pixel. Then now also using here the inline block. So is inline block, and first of all type the display. So the display use first type this inline block, and then also including for the width for 100 pixel. Then set for here the background is a light coral. Then set for again the margin of 5 pixel. So today here in this example, just compare block inline and the inline block. And the block element take the full width inline elements flow side by side, but can't have width or height. And here you can see in this the inline block gives us the best of the both inline flow and the ability to set width and the height. Okay, so now let's save in this code correctly and just click on this run and this wait here, and as you can see first printed here. This is inline block print for the like this blue color, and also going here just using for the inline is printed here the light green color, and here is also used for the inline is block. So now just here is properly type this class name. So again just copy and just change this and paste here, and then again save and just refresh this page, and now it's perfectly print. And here is a completely print with an inline block is print for the light coral color. Okay, so here I have understand this properly compare. In this example, first the block element stack the inline on it are the side by side, but ignore it. And here this inline block is on side by side and repeat in this way. Okay, so I hope understanding is the first example. And the next is working for the layout boxes side by side example. And now student just remove for in this div tag, and first generating another new div tag. First open this div, and here this inside is create. So the class name, is a box. And this inside is the first of all type this is a box on. And you can see in this code just copy and then paste for the next two lines. And change this box number, first 1, second 2, and third 3. And now it's also all going for here in this inside, and just remove this. Today first open the box and including here the box display. So the display is an inline block. Okay. And then also set for the in this box width for 120 pixel. Then in this box height of 100 pixel. Then in this box like this background. Here using this the orange color. And then set for the margin of 10 pixel. Then text align like the center, and last using for the line height of 100 pixel. So now you can see in this example just using the line block to place multiple box side by side. Unlike this block, we don't need to plot on the plot box. Okay. So save this code and run is correctly this code. And just written as a cancel here is a correctly printed the three boxes. And here you can see there are three equally sized orange boxes appear in a row with the center. Okay. So here you can see this row is centered is correctly printed. Okay. So I hope understanding in this example. And you can see also using this example for the line block with vertical alignment. Okay. So now let's create for the vertical alignment. So today, first of all here is remove this div and generating this another div. So open this div and first of all generate the div class name is a container. So this is a container. And in this inside open this another div tag and first generate the div class name is a text. Okay. And here's type the simple text. So this is a inline block text. Okay, with a simple this text and then open this another div and here is generate for the div class name just like an image. And also going here in this inside is open the image tag is closing. And first of all is set the image source. So first open this image folder and also using this image and just going here and also set for this author it's a placeholder. So place folder. Okay, is it correct? And then now just open for this style tag and this inside remove this box. First open here is a container. So this is a container and just add the background. So including the background for triple E, then also set for the padding is 10 pixel. Okay, and then type for the text and the text. So define for here the display here this inline block. So this is the inline block. And then here is also at the vertical align for its a middle. Then in this width for like a 60%. Okay, then set for the image class, then the display. So the display this is a again for the inline block. And then also at the vertical align for again the middle, then set for img and this inside including for the image height for 80 pixel. Okay, so today in this example here, use for the align text and an image vertically in the same line. Using here like this in line block and the vertical align is middle, both element align beautifully without using this table. Okay, so now just set this code and just click on this run in this code. So just open as a cancel here. Is it correctly printed? So the output. So first of all, we have printed the middle for in this image and this is the inline block text. This is the paragraph of the text. So in this paragraph of text is aligned beside and image both centered is vertically. Okay. So here is completely done in this tutorial and I hope you correctly understanding. Okay. So thank you for watching and happy coding.